Monday, it's about 1 degree Celsius. It's almost noon, I suspect. It's a beautiful day outside. So I'm kind of staying downtown in Skopje, so I'm going to start a walk down Macedonia Street, which is very famous. There's the old railroad station, Mother Teresa's house that she was born in, and then the main square for the city, or the country actually, where they declared independence on the river. So let's go check that out. Okay, here's my building. Here's the old rail station at the end of Macedonia Street. Looks like they're doing a lot of construction here. So we're gonna go, I think it's closed. It's now a city museum. It might be open, but we'll look at it another day. So this is like pretty much the main street, historic street in Skopje. You can notice they have a bunch of old stuff that they've moved here. Looks like graves, or maybe those were originally there, I don't know. That's kind of not shooting into the sun. So this is the old rail station, now the museum. It was destroyed or partially destroyed in the 1960s. There was a major earthquake here, destroyed a lot of the city. And at that point in time, they closed it as a rail station and made it into a museum. Okay, I gotta walk on the sunny side of the street because it's cold. There these guys go. Yeah, it's still minus 1 degree Celsius today for the high, but this week hopefully it'll get warmer. We'll get into the positive range anyway. Oh man. So the walking plaza starts right up here. So this is really the only street you can drive on. And the river is right up here on the other side of the plaza. And this big tower looks like a concrete tower. I'm pretty sure right there is a feudal medieval tower that survived the earthquake. And it's one of the oldest buildings, I believe, in this area. This is a nice walking mall right here. Some cafes and restaurants. Ooh, that's a coffee. I mean, a chocolate shop. Lindt chocolate. Ooh, I might have to come back there. Whiskey bar. Okay, I'm gonna stop in and get a coffee. That's a vegetarian cafe, by the way, which is awesome. I didn't even know that when I went in there. Okay, it is freezing out here. I don't know how many times I've complained. Okay, so I pointed that out as being a medieval tower, but I don't think that's it. It must be somewhere down here. Actually, I wonder if it's that they were talking about. Yeah, some ugly architecture placed in between all these historic things. Now this is an interesting building. This is the Mother Teresa. I think this is her museum. Her house is right around here as well. I don't know if that's the house. I doubt it. It looks more like a church, but it's kind of funky looking. I think it's a museum actually, dedicated to her. There's a missing plaque. Let's see if any of this is in. Yeah, some of it's in English. Yeah, interesting. Oh, I gotta get a selfie. Best selfie, but that'll have to do. I ain't taking my hat off, it's too cold. Okay, I want to find, I think somewhere back here is her house. It's like really close. Now that could be a house or a tower. It definitely looks medieval. Let's go check it out. Oh, walking in the shade is very painful. Yeah, I'll have to come back and check that out. And that is a note that I made originally, that the Orthodox religion, you know, Catholicism, or whatever you want to call it, Christianity, the church footprint is like the same and has remained the same since Roman times. Even, you know, the very historic Roman temples actually followed basically the same footprint, almost identical. If you know anything about architecture, history of architecture. So it's kind of cool to see these old, they're actually a modern, you know, Orthodox church, still kind of resembling the old church architecture. But anyway, this is a really, it looks out of place. It's not in line with anything else around it. Definitely looks medieval. So I bet this is the medieval tower that survived the 1960s earthquake, where everything else got knocked down and this just kind of remained standing. Wow, that is super cool. And I have no idea what this says. There's some pamphlets of Mother Teresa and stuff all over the place, like religious, so maybe it's being used as a church, or this could be the museum. It's kind of a dilapidated area. It's, look, they put a very modern thing built onto it, like a patio. But this is really, really cool architecture. Interesting how they have the wood beams kind of protruding out of there. Like, there must have been something else here at one point in time. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Oh my god. Freezing. Okay, I gotta get a picture of this. I'll head on out to the main square. I gotta get back enough to take a picture of this. It's pretty cool. Okay. Brr. Okay. Okay, back onto the square, or Macedonia Street. Oh, this is kind of cool. It's like a tourist map. Ah, it'll actually say what this stuff is. No, it doesn't have any of the stuff I was just looking for. Oh, maybe up here. Ah, so it's the memorial house of Mother Teresa. Doesn't really say if she was born there. It doesn't have the tower, which is interesting. Maybe it's not that important to them. Oh my God. Oh, shoelaces. Candy apples. Make sure my camera's working. Ah, that's some kind of deli bakery. Shoe shine. Okay, not really sure who that is. If you know in the comments, put it in there. Wow, this is amazing. Look at that statue, it's huge. Oh, excuse me. Oh, there's a Marriott. Oh, we got a casino. Coca-Cola. Oh, some very old building over there. Got to check that out. Let's kind of walk around. Maybe I got to get a selfie here. Okay, don't know if that's going to be a good selfie. Now, there's two main statues in this plaza, both of which one's there and one is over there. That's Alexander the Great, by the way. That is one of the revolutionary heroes when they're going for independence against the Ottomans. I'm not sure who he is. And then there's another one over here, or maybe both those guys. Basically, the Macedonians are really proud that they fought against the Ottomans. They were able to get their independence. And it was a long struggle, I guess. But, you know, also very famous people like Alexander the Great is from here. Or his family from Macedonia. I'm not sure what that is. I'll have to look that up later. Looks like some kind of archway or some kind of monument. Actually a monument, it looks like. Okay. This is where the first president of Macedonia declared independence, is in this plaza. I gotta go check out Alexander. The sun's kind of in a bad spot. Okay, let's see if I step back and get a better view. Well, that's not a very good view. There it is. That's the view. Okay, there you go. Alexander the Great. So, okay, let's go check out the river. The stone bridge, very famous. Lots of very important people statues here. This is like the main plaza for the country. Oh, like some kind of boat down there. Vardar River, I believe is what it's called. That's the north side of the city. We're on the south side. The river runs east-west. I suspect that is either a museum or a government building. But yeah, it's a famous old stone bridge. Walk out onto it. Kind of reminds me a little bit of Portland, with really nice river front park with lots of bridges going across. Chicago, Portland, you know, lots of bridges. It's beautiful. Looks like there's construction on the pathway. At least around that one bridge. Oh, so those are not boats, maybe. Interesting. It's a shallow river. Yeah, maybe they are boats, but they've been basically put in place in the river, which is interesting. Oh, that's kind of cool. Statue of someone diving in. Maybe in the summer people swim in it. Let me see where I got. There you go. Yep. Okay,
I'm gonna walk along this one bridge, and I think I'm gonna end the video for today here. There's plenty to see in this city. It's got a very historic, it's a cool city to check out. Okay, until next time, I'll catch you later.